100,000? How big?
I don't know.
It's really big. It's more than 1,000, more than 2,000. It has a 1,006
Numbers long?
more than 7,000, more than 8,000. It's just like this big. This big. This big.
It's probably so big that you couldn't even make it with your arms.
I don't know what it means.
For week 4, our character is Esther. And the place that Esther finds herself in this week's scripture, at this week's part of the story, could be considered a burden or a blessing. The opportunity before her is a choice to ignore the decisions that are being made in the palace that are affecting those outside the gates of the palace. It's affecting them so that for a group of people, it means their lives. She could say, you know what, I'm in the palace, it doesn't really affect me, it doesn't concern me. She could say that, she could stay with status quo. But instead, she chooses to be risky. And she says, I'm going to make a difference. And this is why I find Esther such an unlikely hero and why I like her so much. Because she goes from a beauty pageant to a world changer. She changes history with her choices. We have choices every day in our lives. And as I said in another week, I feel that we think those can be insignificant. But I believe every choice we have, as Esther did, is significant. Our place in history is significant. When we think about Esther going before the king, her husband, it's hard for us to get our heads around the idea that that was risky. Approaching her husband, that should not be a big deal. But for her, if she approached her husband when it was unwanted, she could be dead like that. And she knew that going in. She knew what was ahead of her, and she still said, if I die, I die. What an incredible choice. What an incredible embracing of who she was at that moment in history. And in turn, it made all the difference. We have those opportunities. We have those choices in our lives. No matter, again, how insignificant we think those are, it does make a difference. It makes a difference where Esther was in history. It makes a difference where we are in history. For such a time as this, we were born, and we're here to make a difference.